How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be discussing IBO and what I think is going to be coming for this ticker in the upcoming days. The ticker ran all the way from 30 cents to $2 today. We're going to look through its due diligence. We're going to look through the chart, and I'm going to give you guys some better insight as to what should come from IBO in the following days. So let's start from the beginning of the run. Let's look into why this ran. As you guys can see, this ticker had merger news, and if we look right here, you guys can see Dr. Ashley's Limited and Impact Biomedical Inc. announced strategic merger. They released PR about a new merger that includes them also changing their name into Dr. Ashley's Limited. Now, usually, most of the time, merger news is not continuation news. We'll see, stock release some sort of merger news and it dies out in the coming days. It's the type of news that just usually lasts a day and sometimes doesn't even give any move at all. It's not really good enough for continued momentum. Now, there's obviously many things that determine how good a merger is, like the dilution, but we're going to get into that later on in the video. Now, as you guys can see, IBO, this is a new company that recently IPO'd. And as you guys can see, this company just really does not have good continuation, right? This ticker ran for 2 days here, had a very big run and just followed through. We had a pretty solid run about a month and a half ago that did not follow through with any continuation either. Just really has never been much strong continuation after a good run. I looked through the 4-hour chart as well, and I can confirm that. And yeah, so it's going to give back most of its gains due to the history of the chart. And as you guys can see on the 1-minute chart, or we could even look at the 5-minute chart, we began consolidating sideways, creating this downtrend here where we started making lower lows into after hours. And now, we're trending towards $1. I think this is just going to fall through tomorrow based on the news, based on the chart. Everything aligns for it to pull back into tomorrow. And that's what I would be looking for if I'm looking to trade this. Especially considering also, as I said before, mergers are usually just one-day news and then the price usually fades. If we look into some of their due diligence, you guys can see they have 3.19 institutional ownership, which is quite low. And that can tell you, hey, big money does not see much value in this company. It means there's low confidence by big money. And another thing we can take a look at is their dilution. This is something that, gave me a pretty big warning when I was doing my due diligence on this stock. They have been diluting almost every single quarter. Right? This means they are in much need of cash, right? That's the only reason they'd be diluting this much. And dilution is a big part of mergers, actually. A lot of mergers make deals, where a company acquires a company, they merge, they dilute shares to cover the financial consequences of a merger. And as you guys can see, looking at their cash, you can see exactly why they've been diluting this much. They have 3 months of cash left based on quarterly cash burn, which to me is obviously pretty big red flag. They're very low on cash. They have a good chance of diluting tomorrow. They could dilute whenever. So yeah, the chances of this making a run tomorrow, not just fading all the way back down to 50 cents, 60 cents, are quite slim in my opinion. Obviously, anything can happen, but based on the chart, based on the news, nothing significant here is going on. We can tell that the stock has faded many times before. The news isn't too good, and it's in need of much cash. So there you go. That's my insight on IBO. I would definitely not recommend holding this into tomorrow. I wouldn't recommend trading this tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I discuss the next ticker that ran today.